July 15, 2020. Digital world grinds to a halt. Tweet from most powerful names on earth. Elon Musk, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Bill Gates flood X with an unbelievable promise, which says send Bitcoin to an address and they will send double back. It's not a glitch, it's not a prank, it's an ace. A teenager from Florida has just orchestrated one of the most audacious cyber attacks in history, breaching Twitter's defense and hijacking accounts that shape global conversation. His name is Graham Ivan Clark. His age just 17. Though some early reports mistakenly pegged him at 15. This was not just a hack, it was a seismic event, exposing the fragility of our online world. How did a kid from a sleepy suburb pull this off? What drove him to target the art of social media? What does it mean for the future of cybersecurity in an age where trust is a commodity? Buckle up, this is the story of ambition, deception, and a crime that sends shockwaves through the internet, leaving governments, corporations, and users questioning the safety of the platform we rely on every day. Graham Ivan Clark was not born a cyber criminal, but on January 9, 2003, in Hillsborough County, Florida. He grew up in a middle-class suburb, raised by a single mother after his parents divorced at age 7. From the outside, he was a quiet kid, blending into the span of Tampa's palm-lined streets, where striped malls and quiet cul-de-sacs define daily life. But behind the screen, Clark was a different person entirely. At 10, he dove into Minecraft, a virtual sandbox where millions built and trade. He was not just playing, he was hustling. He became virtual economy. Clark scammed players out of digital currency, trading rare items like enchanted swords and diamond blocks for reward profits. These early cons, often netting him hundreds of dollars, were not just childish games, they were the training ground for a master manipulator who learned to exploit trust in digital spaces. Clark's peer in Minecraft forum described him as charming yet ruthless, a kid who would talk his way into a deal and vanish with the profit. By 15, Clark's ambition outgrew gaming. He joined OG users, a shadowly online forum where hackers trade stolen accounts and real usernames like digital trophies, often for thousands of dollars. This was not ordinary teenager hangout, it was a marketplace for cyber criminals, where rare handles like Attack or Adfam were status symbol in the hacking underworld. Clark learned the art of social engineering, manipulating people, not code, to get what he wanted. His scams on OG users were bold but sloppy, leading to a ban from the community for defrauding other hackers. Instead of retreating, he doubled down, joining other hackers circles on platforms like Discord and Telegram. At age 16, he was linked to a Brazilian SIM swap, allegedly stealing 164 bitcoins, worth over $1 million at the time, from a C2 investor named Blake Bennett. By hijacking Bennett's phone number, Clark bypassed two-factor authentication to drain his cryptocurrency accounts. No charges were filed, but the haste cemented Clark's reputation as a rising star in the hacking world. A teenager with audacity to target high net worth individual and the skills to pull it off. Clark was not driven by ideology, political motives, or desire for fame. He craft money and status in the underground hacking scene, where respect came from pulling off bigger, bolder spots. Twitter, now X, was the perfect target, a platform hosting the world's most influential voice, from tech moguls to presidents, with accounts ripe for exploitation. Its verified blue check was a symbol of trust, and Clark saw an opportunity to weaponize that trust for profit. At 17, he was not just dreaming of a big score, he was ready to make history. The Twitter was not about cracking complex code or exploiting obscure software, it was a con executed with chilling precision through social engineering. The art of manipulating human psychology. Clark didn't work alone. He teamed up with Marcin Shepard, a 19-year-old from the UK, known online as J1, who handled cryptocurrency transactions, and Neymar Vasil, a 22-year-old from Orlando, known as Rolex, who specialized in sending stolen usernames. Together, they form a small but dangerous crew, targeting Twitter's human firewall. Its employees using LinkedIn. They meticulously identify staff with access to Twitter's internal administrative tools, powerful dashboard that could reset passwords, change account details, and post them from any profile on the platform. These tools were the key to Twitter's kingdom, and Clark's team knew exactly how to steal them. Clark's skills used paid service like People Finder and Spokio to gather phone numbers, email, and personal details of Twitter employees, building detailed profiles to make the attack convincing. Posing as IT staff from Twitter's San Francisco headquarters, they made phone calls and sent text messages, claiming urgent security updates were needed. They directed employees to fake login pages designed to mimic Twitter's TPM portal, crafted with perfect precision to fool even seasonal tech workers. When employees entered After the accident, Clark team gained access to Twitter's admin panel. This was not just a key to the castle, it was a master key, letting them reset passwords, change emails, and posts from any account, which could fetch thousands of rooms like OG users. But the real price was a Bitcoin scam, leveraging the trust in household names like Elon Musk and Barack Obama to lure victims into sending cryptocurrency. The plan took weeks to perfect. Clark coordinated with Shepard and Fazil with the discourse, using encrypted channels to avoid detection by law enforcement or Twitter security team. They tested their phishing pages, rehearsed their script, and studied Twitter's internal process, learning from leaked documents shared in hacking communities. They knew the stakes. One move, a suspicious employee of flag logging would shut them down. But on July 15, 2020, after months of planning, they were ready to strike, confident their scheme would net them millions. At 8 p.m. UTC on July 15, 2020, the attack went live. Clark team tested the access on smaller accounts cryptocurrency exchange like Coinbase, Binance, and Gemini, whose followers were primed to trust Bitcoin-related posts. The tweet was sub 2, promising giveaway to build credibility. Then at 8:17 p.m., the first major strike hit. A tweet from Elon Musk's account. I am giving back to the community due to COVID-19. It read, send Bitcoin to this address and I will send double back. Only for 30 minutes, the promise was irresistible, tapping into Elon Musk's reputation as a tech visionary and philanthropist. It was a lie, carefully crafted to exploit trust. Within minutes, the scam exploded. Barack Obama's account tweeted a similar message, citing charity, Joe Biden, Bill Gates, Kanye West, Apple, Uber, dozens of verified accounts follow, all promising free Bitcoin. Victims from crypto enthusiasts to naive users fell for it. A college student in California sent $10,000, opened for $20,000 back to pay tuition. A literary in Texas sent $500, trusting Obama's name. A crypto trader in London sent $5,000, chasing a huge profit. In hours, over 170,000 in Bitcoin, equivalent to 12.86 BTC at the time, plunged into Clark's wallet. Each transaction recorded on the blockchain but obscured by mixing service to hide their trace. On X, Charles erupted. Retweets and likes skyrocketed, with some posts gaining thousands of interactions before they were deleted. Users debated in real time, was this real? Was it a prank? A state-sponsored attack? Twitter's headquarters in San Francisco was in a frenzy, with engineers racing to lock accounts, disable posting for verified users, and delete fraudulent tweets. Employees later admitted they were blindsided, with some fearing a foreign government was targeting the platform ahead of the 2020 US election. Twitter's investigation revealed a painful truth. A first-year phishing attack had tricked at least 4 employees into handing over credentials. The fake login page was so convincing that even security conscious staff fell for them. Several employees were fired and Twitter faced a PR nightmare. The hack was not just a financial hit, it was a blow to the platform's credibility, raising fears about its ability to secure political discourse during a critical election year. The FBI didn't waste time. Using blockchain analysis, agents traced the Bitcoin transaction to the wallet linked to Clark, Shepard, and Fazil. On July 31, 2020, Eastbrook County deputies arrests Clark at his Tampa home, charging him with 30 felonies, including organized fraud, communication fraud, and identity theft. Marshall Shepard, operating from Bognor Regis, UK, was charged with money laundering or funneling Bitcoin through a normalizing service. Neymar Fazil in Orlando faced charges for aiding the scale of stolen user news. The evidence was overwhelmed. Discord logs show Clark boasting about the hack, while wallet record tied into the stolen Bitcoin. Investigation also found Clark had spent some of the proceeds on luxury goods, including a Rolex watch ironic, giving Vasilis alias. Clark, initially defiant, pleaded not guilty, but faced a mountain of evidence, chat logs, Bitcoin wallet records, and employee testimonies. In March 2021, he took a plea under Florida's Youthful Offender Act, receiving 3 years in prison and 3 years of probation, a lenient sentence for a crime of short scale. Shepard, extradited to the US, got time served and probation, while Vasil faced lesser charges for his supporting role. Twitter, meanwhile, overhauled its security, implementing mandatory phishing training, Twitter access controls, and advanced monitoring to detect unusual logins. The hack caused the company millions in damage and legal fees, and it sparked debate about social media role in election. Experts like Dmitry Apalovich of CrowdStrike called it the worst hack of a major platform in history, warning that it could have been worse. Imagine if the hackers had posted divisive political message instead of a scam. The 2022 Twitter hack was more than a crime, it was a warning shot. A 17-year-old exposed how even a tech giant can crumble under human error. Graham Clark's story is a chilling glimpse into the action world where ambition and skills can lead to fortune or prison. For Twitter, the big force a reckoning, strengthening defense, but leaving lingering question about trust in the digital age. Cybersecurity experts warn that social engineering attacks are skyrocketing, with 90% of breaches exploiting human vulnerabilities. The Verizon 2020 data breach reports found that phishing was a factor in 22% of cyber attacks, and that number has only grown. For users, the lesson has started. Question every unsolicited offer, verify every link, enable two-factor authentication, and never trust a deal that sounds too good to be true. For companies, it's a call to action. True employees, secure system and stay vigilant before the next clerk comes along. The act also raises deeper questions. If a teenager could manipulate Utah, what could a nation state or organized crime group do? The 2020 US election loomed large, and the beach fueled fears about disinformation campaign that could sway voters or destabilize democracy. This is just one story in the wide world of tech crime. If this blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more true crime tech deep dives. Drop a comment. What's the craziest hack you have heard of? Subscribe to this channel, share this video with friends who need to stay cyber safe, and let's keep exploring the dark side of the internet together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.